All right, everybody. All right, it's Christmas time. I am so excited. We're doing another podcast on Jim Austin Online. You got to catch it. Last week, I did a 7-year-old African-American bull rider from New
Oh,
Mexico. His
whoa.
name was Parker Hooks. Who would have thought it? That was his name that he was given, but he told his parents he wants to start riding bulls, so he's been doing it for 5 months. I had the
Whoa.
pleasure of getting him on my show. You can catch the interview, but we're doing the Austin File. You can find it we're right now at the Stockyards Podcast Recording Studio. And what we do is we talk about commercial real estate, we talk about what's happening, but we also talk about people that I think are interesting and sometimes important. so today I got one of my main brothers, Mr. Tom Braxton. How you doing, my brother?
Good to see you, Mr. Austin. How are you, sir?
Man, truly, truly blessed. Still madly in love with Gloria Austin, and she
Oh,
told me she's madly in love with me. So I
oh,
got favor there, in my household.
no, that's good stuff. Sharon Braxton, 30-something years. So I'm very happy. And you ask if this is a screensaver. This is her handiwork back here. She decorates the tree every year. So
Wow, that's a beautiful tree. I said it looks like a screensaver, but that's the real deal.
yes,
Yep.
sir. We love Christmas.
Man, Tom, we've known each other a long time, and I've listened to you play your music. We did the Arlington Blues Festival,
Yes.
Jazz Festival, and I've been catching you, man. You played with some of the greatest jazz players in the world. You could go down, and there's probably not too many people out there that you haven't played with.
Well, it's been a real honor. I've been blessed to be Wayman Tisdale's music director for many years, and then recently I've been touring with Earl Klugh, who's an iconic guitarist. And yes, I do the Smooth Jazz Cruise and other things. I've toured with Rick Braun, Peter White, Keiko Matsui, and I had the opportunity to share the stage with the late great George Duke, Joe Sample, different people like that. So I am extremely grateful for the opportunities that I've been afforded.
Yes, sir. And the great thing about it, we did that thing up in South Fork
Oh,
about
yeah.
2 or 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And all the greats was there on that show. And I know you were there because I heard you playing, sir.
Yeah, that was a great thing. I think I was there with Peter White that day, and
You were.
that was fun. That was fun. Enjoyed that.
You just throwing names around, that you've had the pleasure. And Keiko Matsui, I think she was there too. Yeah, you played with her too.
Yes, sir. And she is fantastic. She's a pianist, keyboardist from Tokyo, Japan, and we've known each other for many years. Plus, my good friend Kirk Whalum. We've done some fun things together, and so as I said, I'm very, very thankful for those opportunities.
And you live right here in North Texas, within my wheelhouse.
Yes, sir. I'm a native Texan. I love living in Texas. I travel a lot, but it's always great to play at home whenever you can.
And I understand, did you run track or play some kind of sports, or just was it all music?
No, I played basketball in high school now, but track was my main thing. And I actually attended Texas Tech on a track scholarship. So I was a 200 and a 400 guy, and my son is continuing that. He runs the sprints for Baylor University.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
so
it's in the blood. It's in the blood.
yes, sir.
I run into people said I remember him when he was at Texas Tech.
Mm-hmm.
Was a stand-up guy, and let me tell you a story about him. So one thing I always ask my friends, I said, "Did you get your degree, Tom?"
Yes, I did. I had a Bachelor of Music degree from Texas Tech, and I'm thankful for that as well. Actually doing some graduate school work at Tech right now. So
Okay.
I love education. I mean, both my parents were educators, and I grew up in an education background. And so, and my wife's father was the dean of students at Grambling University. So we're at educational, and her mother was a second grade teacher as well. So lots of teachers in the family.
Well, we go in deep, you know, so your fan base can know. So after we finish this podcast, we're going to take this interview and we're going to post it up on Facebook, but
Okay.
we're also going to post it on Anchor because
Okay.
Anchor makes Mr. Austin show syndicated.
Oh,
So
wow.
somebody over in France, I got a young reporter coming in on Thursday to interview me about the Black Cowboys.
Oh,
So I'm
wow.
getting my little national thing on, you know, she's coming in. She's coming in. She emailed me yesterday. She said, "You still expecting me?" I said, "Look, I got the red carpet for you. I'm going to let you know everything I know about the history of the forgotten Cowboys." Because, you know, my wife and I are founders of the National Multicultural Western Heritage Museum. Got to do a
Yes.
shout out, Cowboys of Color, you know,
Mm-hmm.
so make sure you plant that, cowboysofcolor.org. So we're doing some big things coming up, but we got something big. Blue, where's my poster up on there, man? I can't remember everything, but you know, we've been sending this flyer out everywhere, you know, and people say, Uncle, you sent it to me 5 times, Jim. So, but we've been working on this for 3 months. We're doing Christmas jazz at the warehouse on the 19th of December from
Right.
12, and we're featuring my main man, Tom Braxton, and Tatiana Mayfield. And it's a Christmas show. So let our fans know what we can expect on Saturday night, man.
Well, I love Christmas music, and I think it lends itself very well to the jazz idiom. So, I, what we do is we have different arrangements of jazz carols, and of course, some of the popular songs from Christmas, and we do a jazzy application to them, and have some fun. We're going to have some fun. It's going to be a special night. And we're also just going to play some of our smooth jazz as well. So you'll get a dose of a little bit of all of it, a little Tom Braxton music as well as a big dose of holiday music. And if you have not heard Tatiana Mayfield, you're in for a treat. She is a very special vocalist, extremely talented and very entertaining. So you're going to enjoy her as well. So it's going to be, I think, a night of enjoyment that everybody's going to get something from it.
And what we did is we're social distancing.
Right.
The event center is 10,000 square feet. The ballroom is 4. So we're only setting 4 people to a table.
Mm-hmm.
Mandatory that you have to keep your mask on at all times, except for when you're sitting at your table. We're going to have food and daiquiris from the daiquiri shop. You know, Deshaun is coming in and bringing in some good food, but your temperature will be checked. We have security and well lighted, and we're just going to have a good time
Yeah.
at the warehouse on Berry, 1125 East Berry. You can go to Jim Austin Online Eventbrite and get your tickets. And man, we're just going to have a good time celebrating Christmas and friendship, you know. So
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a really a great time to just get together, hear some music. And yes, people are asking, is this going to be safe and all that? Yes, it will be. I've actually played a few functions. I was out in California not too long ago. Everybody was spread out. Everybody was masked up. There were no problems at all. So we're very aware of what's out there, and we understand, but it is going to be safe. You will be in a great environment where you're able to spread out. The room's not going to be packed or anything like that. It's only at 50% capacity. So yeah, here's a chance for you to get out. If you've got cabin fever and you've been like, I want to get out and hear some live music in a nice environment, safe environment, here's your opportunity. We'll be there. Tatiana Mayfield is going to be there. And it's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time with it.
And we're sending it out everywhere. I mean, just blasting it. We're partnering with the What's Up Fort Worth. They gave away 2 pair of tickets. We're also putting a quarter-page ad in the Fort Worth Weekly. They
Okay.
got 2 pair of tickets that they gave away. Jim
Oh,
Austin Online is giving away 2 pairs of tickets on Facebook. And we must encourage you to listen to DFW Metroplex Jazz. A lot of people remember the Oasis. Well, I
yes.
have a jazz station that's 24/7. I listen to it every morning when I exercise, but just pull it up, check it out. We have a mix with Cedric Bailey for an hour. Tina Clark, who's on 100 stations, she has a mix. So check it out. You'll fall in love with it, and it's smooth jazz. We play you all the time, Tom.
Oh,
You
thank
know,
you.
yeah,
Appreciate it.
yeah, yeah. Boom, boom. Yeah.
As a
I say,
matter of
we,
As a
hey,
matter of fact, that was the new single that we came on the air with called "Looking Up." That's out right now. So thanks for playing part of that. So yeah.
yeah. Well, I've been a big fan of yours a long time, and we've done some things, and I love jazz. And all my people from Howard University, my Kappa brothers, they all like jazz, so I'll be
Mhm.
turning them on to your music, man. But go to Jim Austin Online Eventbrite, get your tickets, or if you decide to stay home and you can share this with friends, we're on YouTube. We're broadcasting Saturday night on YouTube. I mean, we're not forcing you to come out. We're just giving you an environment. Just go ahead and subscribe to Jim Austin Online YouTube page and enjoy it from the comforts of your home. Get
Yeah.
yourself some good vino, a glass of wine, sit back and listen to Tatiana Mayfield and Tom Braxton, and get that Christmas spirit going on Saturday night, the 19th at 8 o'clock. We're just going to have some fun. And we brought in a friend of ours, King Charles, is going to be
Oh,
our MC.
oh, well, not only is King Charles a lot of fun, but he's probably the best dressed MC I've ever seen. I mean, he's head to toe. I mean, so it's always great to see King
Yeah,
Charles.
yeah. He might do 3 or 4 change ups of clothes, but yeah, yeah, yeah. He's doing very well. I talked to him last night, and he said, "Jim, I'm coming out." So he's going to be part of it. And he did a nice post on Facebook, and we just sharing, and yeah, it's going to be a fun time, man. And I appreciate you. We cut the deal about 4 months ago. Tom said, "Hey, I'm doing it." And I want to give you my sympathy from my wife and I for the loss of your dad, man. Tell us about him a little bit. I mean, he was the real deal. What, 92?
Actually, he was 101.
Oh no, no, no.
Yeah. Hey, I'm telling you, we were very close. It's he passed on December 1st, and he had a wonderful life, remarkable man. He's the person who put the saxophone in my hand, and back when I was about 10, 11 years old. He went to Tuskegee Institute, where my grandfather actually graduated from Tuskegee, and he also met Dr. Carver while he was there. He had an amazing life. He was living in Oklahoma on Route 66 as a boy, as a teenager, and snuck in and saw Count Basie and Duke Ellington and Chick Webb and Ella Fitzgerald. So he was steeped in big band jazz very early, and
Wow.
had a remarkable life. Educated for over 30 years as a teacher, and then played his saxophone well into his late 90s. As a matter of fact, at 98, he was still going up to the local middle school and jamming with their jazz band. So what a life. That's why I can smile, and I'm just very grateful that we had him as long as we did. He was fantastic.
Well, if you would, we got the big screen up at the warehouse. We're now broadcasting the DFW Metroplex Jazz. We're just connecting the world through jazz. I mean, it's a
Mhm.
music that makes you feel good. I'm listening to my station in the morning. I said, "That's my station," you know, and they talking about my boy Tom Braxton and Tatiana. So I mean, I'm like digging it. So I got a new manager of my warehouse. Her name's Deborah Baylor, and she worked for Star Telegram in marketing and advertising and got laid off in April. So some kind of way we connected, and now she's working for Mr. Austin. And she's all on the warehouse, you know. And
Excellent.
I said, Deborah, there's other things I need you to be doing. And this morning I called. I said, where are you? You're supposed to be at work at 10. I'm at the warehouse. So we got it looking good. We're gonna have it Christmassy, and just so excited. But if you would email me a picture of your dad, I would like to on Saturday night do a tribute to him and bring his picture up because outstanding. My dad lived to be 92.
Wow.
So he had a routine every morning: oatmeal, green tea, a banana, and some cinnamon cinnamon vinegar, and he rode his bike. So I'm doing about 2 of them things, and I'm trying to get to 100. And one like your daddy, but we got it in the genes, brother. You know,
your father had some wisdom, and so did my dad. They took care of themselves, and I think that's one of the keys. And my father didn't worry about stuff. He didn't let things stress him out, and I think that's one of the keys too. But I'll be happy to send you a picture, and thank you.
Yeah, that would be cool. My dad, boy, he just laughed all the time, and everybody in the family called him Big Jim. And they just loved him. I mean, he was just happy. He didn't find no fault in anyone. And anytime I complained about the coach of the Cowboys, leave him alone. He was a big Cowboy fan, but he laughed and laughed and laughed. And that's the success to long life and all of that, my brother.
That's fantastic.
Man, I'm looking forward to Saturday. I'm going to have my cowboy hat on. I'm going to bring my black one out. Okay.
All right. Okay. Yeah. All right.
I'm bringing my Stetson out. I'm having my bolo on and my jeans, and everybody's ready for you. They calling me every day, so maybe
I'll probably be wearing this. So be prepared.
So that's good. Tell your wife I said hello, and if she can help me with my tree next year, I appreciate it.
I'm telling you.
She needs to hang her shingle out doing Christmas decorations, brother.
Well,
so, hey, man, I love you.
Thank you.
Just want to thank you. I'm glad we're doing this partnership, and, we'll make this thing an annual event, Christmas at the warehouse with Tom Braxton and Tatiana. Because, Tatiana is strong,
Yeah.
That girl can sing.
She can sing, and she's very she can do a lot of different styles of music. She can sing pretty much anything you want to hear. Beautiful sound, great entertainer. And if you have not seen her, you're in for a special treat as well. So you don't want to miss this. This is going to be fun on Saturday. I'm looking forward to it. Plus, all the musicians are chomping at the bit to get a chance to play. I mean, we haven't been playing, so they're excited. Like I texted everybody, like, "Are you available?" "Yeah." "When?" "What?" "How?" "Let's play." So we're looking forward to Saturday as well. And thanks for having us, Jim. I appreciate the invitation.
And we don't get to see you in Dallas-Fort Worth, so there's a lot of people that we're reaching out to so that they can come out. Warehouse, 1125, mask, temperature. Mandatory, you got to keep your mask on. Security, and we decorating the place, man. We're getting ready for 2021. So come on out, get your tickets on Eventbrite. I promise you, I guarantee you a good time with Tom Braxton, Tatiana Mayfield. And this ain't no track. This is live music. Yeah, live. When you leave there, you're gonna say, wow. So, hey, go get your tickets, man. You have a good day, and thank you for taking out a moment to do this, Tom.